here is Bird Avenue. This the place is located in Laguna area or Thale in Phuket. This is the entrance. They had Villa Market here. So both sides had more restaurant, they had tour, they had lots of shops here. Interesting place because there's so many tourists down here. So this for Friday evening. We have local market. They just put all the food, like street food, all the clothes, and many shops is more interesting down here. So on Friday this road will close. Almost this the shop, the local shop is here by the local people. Lots of place, lots of bar, lots of restaurant. It's down here they had about now 7 Italian restaurants. There we are at the front. Here on this corner, it's the Kenny Rogers roaster. We will interview Mr.Raghu. This is the owners here. Can you imagine on Friday night when the road is packed with all the shops around. Most is the bar and the restaurant out here also packed. Because Raghu, he loves the golf. He loves to play golf. So lots of people. Lots of his friends come to join. Could be this the meeting golf people here. The beside Laguna area, beside Laguna area, and here Kenny Rogers roaster. So to give you more information about Laguna, is here. This is the entrance to Laguna. Also beside, they had the size also. They had the big bakery here on the corner. This is the entrance to Laguna area. All the both sides is again the both side is massage and spa, restaurant. So this very nice village is gonna be very famous. Before they had all 5-star hotel here. I mean 5 hotels here. But now this is up to date. There's a lot more villages and a lot more small apartment, small hotel. It's quite packed in this particular area in Laguna, Bang Tao Beach. And this also can entrance to Bang Tao Beach as well. But you have to pass Laguna village first. And it's still nice because all the sides, this is the golf club area. Even had this so many buildings in, but they still mix and still keep environment in green. Nice for walk in the morning. Nice for cycling, exercise. And this is the lake. Resident Phuket. There's many buildings is here. That have the lake sides. I'm trying to keep this much more environment to show you how and what is it in Chaeng Thale Laguna. So we're not straight in because this end in the end. And this is the golf club area. Very nice, and this is the view for the golf club. Laguna, Bang Tao Beach, Phuket, Chaeng Thale. Tonight is the plan. This is to come to show you for the walking street at the Boat Avenue Villa Market. But apparently this is raining. But we still found a nice place here, and with the gentleman next to me, the Mr.Raghu. So I just like to describe you a bit about here where we are. This is Kenny Roger Roaster. So it's the gentleman next to me, Mr.Raghu. He's the interest of here, and not just here, there's also Captain Spa as well. So just like you to know him, because he's the really local in Phuket here as well. So hello.
Hi Kamala, how are you?
So where we heard, where we are here is actually the center for Bang Tao Chaeng Thale near Laguna. So you have this number of people around here.
In fact, I think in Phuket at this moment in time, this area is the only place with a lot of activity, a lot of life, all the bars and restaurants open. Phuket town also to some extent and Rawai to some extent, but
yes,
compared to the rest of the west coast, from Maikau right down Kamala, Surin, Patong, Kata Karon, they're all very, very quiet. It's only this area that is still very active with all the bars and restaurants.
Yeah, yes. So, and you still see the crowded people. This is coming this side.
Yeah, this is crowded. Well, there are no tourists except Thai tourists coming from Bangkok and other places. But there are a lot of expats living here all the time, like me. I've been living here a long time myself. So there are a lot of expats living here. And they are the people that actually use all these restaurants and bars. A lot of expats. We have a lot of Thais who are working in the hotel here also come out to eat for lunch and dinner. And a few tourists from Bangkok and other parts of Thailand that
this Kenny's roaster. This must have some reason. You have this quite nice this bar and the restaurant in that particular this exciting place.
So the restaurant we brought to Thailand because Kenny Rogers believes in healthy food. We don't use oil in our cooking, we don't use MSG, low salt, low fat.
It's all healthy.
Very healthy food. So we decided to bring a healthy option, healthy dining option to Thailand. That's the reason we brought Kenny Rogers to Thailand. Captain's Bar was just a concept to bring a good sports bar for families rather than bars primarily for men. But this is a family-oriented bar, a sports bar with air conditioning inside, and you can watch all the sports here. And we have a very wide selection of gins and whiskeys and so on that we drink here in this bar. So the idea was to bring a higher standard of sport here.
Yeah. So just to let your guys know, this is actually this here the Villa Market. We call Villa Market is the area, the Old Avenue. Actually, it's not far from Patong, but it's actually get away from the tourist place there. And you can find some really very local around here, but you still feel a lot of the Western living here. So how long, how many years you here?
So I bought my first house in Phuket about 20 years ago.
Wow.
But we are living here full time about 7 years.
Yes.
I retired from Hong Kong 7 years ago.
Yes.
And for 7 years we are here full time with my family. We're all here.
Wow.
One child still at school, going to the British school here. The other child is helping to run the business.
Wonderful.
And one child in London, but most of the family is here now.
Yeah. So another question is because you seem like you are local here and you see lots of the old friends, old chefs here. Do you think this is most of the question? Most of my friends on Facebook keep asking me, how is the situation in Phuket during this period?
So I think compared to the rest of the world, I've got family in Hong Kong, in India, in London, of course my daughter is there. Compared to the rest of the world, I think Thailand has controlled the whole situation, the pandemic situation, much better than any other country in the world. So we are very lucky to be stuck here during this period of time. Having said that, the economy is struggling. You see, majority of the restaurants and bars in Patong and in Kata Karon and all that are all shut. All the staff are unemployed and probably gone back to their hometowns, Nakhon Si and Isan and so on.
Yes.
They've all gone back to their hometowns. Even 7-Elevens in Kata Karon are closed. Massage parlors, beauty studios, bars and restaurants, hotels, they're all shut. So a lot of people are now unemployed.
Yes.
Even the hotels that are actually running are down to 60% staffing. They've cut 40% of the workforce. So a lot of people have actually lost their jobs in Thailand. Unless they start figuring out how to bring the tourists back, particularly in Phuket, because Phuket relies entirely on tourism. That's the only industry. There's no more tin mining or anything else in Phuket. So the tourism is the only industry in Phuket right now, and with the international airports shut, there is no tourism, so the economy in Phuket is really struggling. And over a period of time, we will realize how much of pain it is causing. So as far as international flights are concerned, I think the government has to find some way of bringing people into Phuket. That's the only way to revive the economy. As far as life here goes, it's fantastic. But we haven't had a case of coronavirus in the last 4 or 5 months. In Phuket, there's a few in Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai, but otherwise, by and large, of course, that's because I think people are coming across the border from Myanmar. But by and large, the Thai government has controlled the pandemic extremely well, and it is a very safe country for people. Now, if you've got friends on Facebook internationally, it's a great country to visit because right now we have managed to control the pandemic very well. Of course, the 2-week quarantine is an issue for some people, but it is definitely worth trying to come to Phuket or to Thailand in general.
Thank you. This is still really firm. This about this still beautiful, and we living right It's just so freedom to do it.
In fact, now with no tourists having been here for the last 9 months, you go to the beaches of any of the beaches along the west coast and you see the original beauty of Phuket, the way it used to be maybe 15 years ago.
Wow,
incredible. Incredibly beautiful island, and this is actually paradise currently on earth right now. So it's definitely a country and an island worth visiting.
Somehow, some good.
Yes, some silver lining to every dark cloud, yes. The silver lining is that the pollution is completely cleared up, there is not too much of traffic on the roads, everything is a lot better than it used to be.
It's a lot better. This, I can tell this is from most of the video I've been shown. This about living in Phuket today. It's just really beautiful, and this now we already prepare to welcome you guys just to come to visit Phuket.
Yeah, now the quarantine is a little bit of an issue. I've got a lot of my friends coming back already, tourist visa. All the retirement and other visas are already coming back. But the tourist visas have also started coming back now, and they are going to do 2 weeks of quarantine, and then they stay here for another 2.5 months. People who generally try to get away from winter in Europe and Russia and so on are now coming back.
But some this also, they say this is cost a fortune to come this to break them.
You mean
during COVID? Yes.
For the quarantine?
Yes.
Not really. They've done away with the insurance. We don't need that big insurance anymore. And the quarantine, the quarantine costs anything from 40,000 baht upwards for 2 weeks. That's 40,000 baht in a hotel, including all your food and all the hospital testing, the 3 tests, coronavirus test 3 times, and hospital service and everything included. 40,000 baht for 2 weeks, I don't think is too much. I mean, I think it's reasonable amount that they're charging right now. So it's definitely worth investing 40,000 baht for 2 weeks to come and spend another 2 months in paradise.
So how about some people, they don't know, they just waiting for the gate open. So we don't know when it's going to be. But they think this, if they come this so soon, for example, probably January, February, this could be this cost a fortune and difficult to get the visa.
At the moment, I believe it's not too difficult. All you need is the COVID test and a fit to fly certificate, which is very easy. Any doctor can issue it.
Right.
And you need your ASQ hotel booking. So you need a booking in a quarantine hotel.
Right.
This is for non-Thai people. For Thai people, it's very easy. But for non-Thai people, you need a booking in a hotel, which, like I said, costs 40,000 for 2 weeks. The minimum, I think, is about 40,000 for 2 weeks. It can go up to 70, 80, 90,000 also in good hotels.
Right.
40,000 is also pretty reasonable. And you need your air ticket. That's all you need. And Qatar Airways and Emirates and all that have got already approval from the government to fly into Bangkok. And we are hoping soon they will be able to fly to Phuket. Qatar Airways and Emirates will get permission to fly to Phuket soon, is what we believe.
Yeah, because this all nature, this all the beaches is so beautiful. I can't explain this how. If you already been in Phuket, some of you might already been in Phuket, but before this is cloudy, but now this is more natural, so you will see something a lot more different and a lot more nicer, a lot more this is private and more natural for you to explore your holidays.
Yeah.
So
like I said, we have a few villas and all that here, and our customers who've been coming every year have now started getting their visa to come back. So January, we're expecting 2 or 3 of our guests to come back to our villas here.
Yeah.
So it has started. So the gates have opened now, and people are coming in. Of course, they have to do the quarantine, and I really don't know when they will stop the quarantine, because I don't think before April or May they will stop the quarantine. Until the vaccine is available freely, they will not stop the quarantine, that is for sure.
Right.
So I don't think till April we will still have to go through the quarantine when you want to come. But I strongly believe it is still worthwhile to come to Phuket and do the quarantine and come here.
Yeah, and I believe in that, Raghu. You not only just own the restaurant here, the Kenny's Rogers roaster, or Kaptan Spa only. You still had another business then?
So I have a few businesses. Yes, I own the Kenny Rogers brand in Thailand. So we will be opening Kenny Rogers all over Thailand.
Right.
So my company owns Kenny Rogers in the whole of Thailand. So we will open in Bangkok and elsewhere. In addition to that, yeah, we have a property business here. So we have a lot of villas and apartments here. And we rent them.
Available?
Yes, at the moment still. But like I said, people have started coming back.
Oh.
There are people starting to come back and they're talking to us now about booking the villas. One is already booked. So the people are coming back.
Yeah.
So that's good news for Thailand, but it's a very small amount. The people who come for 3 months are not in millions, they are in thousands. Maximum a few thousand will come and stay for 3 months. Only when the quarantine stops will the people come in millions like they used to in the past.
Yes.
Only after quarantine stops.
So if anyone is interested to come, then also this is your villa, this around this golf club area.
Yeah.
So if you are this golf lover and you're looking come here for holiday and play golf, this could be this kind of contact and just come to join the one of the customer here at the Kenny's Rogers roaster here, and you will meet Raghu. You can see how nice is he tonight. So
yeah, we shall have some fun here if you come. Play some golf together and have some fun in Phuket. It's a great island. It's a great island.
yeah, you know Raghu, you seem like you know a lot of people in Phuket anyway. Let me say that, and especially in Friday night, we have a lot more, and it's packed. It's
Yeah. Friday,
So,
we do a lot of
need to
events.
book.
Yeah, we do a
Yeah.
lot of events here. We do wine tasting events and so on. So those days are very busy. We do
Wow.
comedy nights.
Wow.
We've done a few comedy nights here, which are also fully packed
Wow.
and good fun. So yeah, we do have good fun here.
So you must is when you come to visit, you must is come here because it's still busy place and it's beautiful and got everything this round the size and will be lovely.
Boat Avenue area. The Boat Avenue area is by far the best part of the island right now.
Yes.
This time.
Yeah, and not far, actually not far from anywhere. It's just the island. Everywhere is just connect together. And for tonight, thank you so much, Raghu.
Camilla, thank you very much for coming over, and my pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Subscribe.